This is Cedric Lee Bradley. Welcome to my channel Backstage. We are about to get into the new trailer for Steven Spielberg's up-and-coming epic movie West Side Story. So hit that subscribe button so we can get into the convo on this show, because I've done the show 4 times. I've done the original production on tour in Europe in 1992. Yes, in 1992. So hit that subscribe button right now so we can talk about this clip. Come on, let's go.
Music, fashion, inspiration, creativity, elevating your dreams to a lifestyle and beyond just an activity.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Cedric Lee Bradley. So we're going to talk about this West Side Story trailer, which seems to be just absolutely epic. What do I love about this trailer? Is it a hit or is it a miss? That's something to be seen. I know there's a lot of expectations because this is a classic. It's one of the top 3 musical films ever, or considered the top film. It's not the highest grossing film. The biggest film to receive, I think, the most money is Mamma Mia. I think that's #1 still. But we'll see about that, how this film goes. But yeah, I saw the clip today because I live in Europe. I live in Vienna. I didn't watch the Oscars because it was during my bedtime, so I was asleep. Didn't really consider that they would be premiering the movie. The film should be hitting the cinema. Is planned for December 10th. That would be great because I would love to see it as soon as possible. And so I'm really excited. What I love about this clip is that you see that all the essence of that time period, the color of the film, the lighting of the film is just beautiful. The thing that I love the most is that there's a lot more dynamic as far as set design is concerned. You have a lot more intensity. You have, with the original film, you have a lot more to play off of, but you see they've spent a lot of time really considering what aspects to intensify that era and to not lose the integrity of the piece by modernizing it or making it look too fresh or today, too present time, which I really appreciate and I really find very respectful of the piece because it's such a difficult piece to remake anyway. I know he's been working on this piece for at least 10 to 15 years. I remember reading about it back when I was living in Germany, so that's been a while that they've been trying to find the right cast for this production. I think the casting for it is quite brilliant. From what I see, they didn't cast it with people who were, I want to say, not talented enough to carry the parts, but who had backgrounds in theater, seasoned actors or professionals who could really bring that kind of element to the stage, because you really need to present such a high quality of tension to be readable on film. So I know that the choreography, they only show you hints and hints of turns here and there. There's nothing really to give you too much information on what's going on. They just give you a bit of a feeling from both sides, the sharks and the jets. I love the wall. You should watch the trailer. I don't want to tell you too much about it because it's something you definitely should see. It's actually the first musical show that I got in 1986, 87. My first professional contract was West Side Story. So I've done the show 4 times. I've done the show in 1997. 1992, the tour, the American tour, the original production, which Jerome Robbins came to see in Paris, my closing week. Got to meet him and he watched the show, gave notes backstage after the show, which was I can't really explain that feeling because it's just a dream come true to actually meet the man who created it. Although he wasn't the only choreographer on the film, there is a choreographer who did work on Numbers for the Sharks. He had assisting on that work. It's a relief to see that the process so far and the creative process, what they're presenting now, leaves you with some hope and excitement that not only is it going to be a good film, because Steven Spielberg will go to the end of the earth to make sure that it is absolutely his best. We know that from his past work, but he really made a lot of excitement, I think, for this piece. And I think it helps to bring back musical theater films, to the level and the standard that they were in the golden era, because there's a lot of things we see now where the versions of the musicals we see today, because there was a period where all those dance films were just really commercialized and, let's say, heart and soul. I mean, the dance and the choreography was great and amazing, but we didn't really find a path to develop anything that had weight right now, presently. But back to West Side Story, the film. There are so many extra people in the cast, and it's there. I was reading the list. If you Google the film, you'll see that there's at least 50 more different, sub-characters that are in the movie that are just going to add so much layer. And I'm looking forward to Justin Peck's choreography. I've watched his work. He's just so fresh in his approach to choreography. He's a ballet dancer, but he's done ballet tap. Google his work. If you go to YouTube and you look up some of his work, he just does some really amazing stuff. He did a revival on Broadway, which the choreography was amazing. But I think the difference with doing something that's live, something that's on film, you have to catch the acting. So I'm interested to see what his approach is with the knowledge he has of Jerome Robbins' work, what his approach will be, what his take will be, how dancey will it be, how natural would it be. That's important, because the thing that makes the aspect of Jerome Robbins' work so impeccable is that it feels like something that anyone could do. Let's just say not anyone can do it, not most dancers can do it, because it's not that easy to really be on that level to present that style without the knowledge of your own body. You have to know your body and your skills and your technique. You have to be a seasoned professional to know when to give, when to pull back. And that was a great thing about working with Alan Johnson, who choreographed 3 of Mel Brooks' movies. He was the original production of West Side Story in 1957 on Broadway, and he taught us the choreography at the tour with Nicole Fossey, and he would tell us the greatest aspect or the most difficult thing about the choreography is to look like you want to do more. I could do more if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. And that was, out of the other million things that I learned about the choreography, was, really helpful in my whole career as a dancer and a performer and an actor, because, the best dancer is a better actor. And that's important, I think, in the career as you grow as a performer, because a performer is, in effect, an all-around performer. If you're singing, dancing, and acting, there is no separation of those areas anymore. So if you in musical theater, you will have to sing, you have to dance, you will have to act. The choreography is definitely the icing on the cake, but I'm just looking forward to the visuals, the cinematic take on the production, because I do see they use a lot more textures as far as set is concerned to give you a feeling of the space. When it was done, they kept the space very limited as far as where the locations were and what the actors were working, the space they were working in. And it's still amazing to this day. So, time has passed. There's many, many years. So it'll be very interesting to see what has developed as far as elevating it to the next level. What I can tell you is, if you look at the lighting had me gobsmacked. It is so beautiful. I love when the 2 gangs come together through the garage door. The doors are opening, the garage doors on the side, and the gangs are coming in, and you see the shadows on the floor. But it's the moment I think it's either going to be cool, or it's going to be where Sharks and Jets will meet to talk about the Rumble. Don't know. It doesn't really tell you in the video what that is. I'm a big fan of Rita Moreno, so I see her in the trailer, and when I knew that she was taking over the role of Doc, that was just, for me, that was just the absolute answer, because she was so amazing in the original film, and just to bring her back is such a great thing to do. She changed so many people's lives in that role that she played, and I still watch it today and recommend anyone who's doing anything to do with musical theater or being dance, singer, or actor, it doesn't matter. You just see that investment in that performance. All the performances are just amazing. They had a lot of hard work putting that fire on film, and it's just legendary. So, and the team, it's like 1,000 people, which it has to be. If you want to do something simple, you have got to have a lot of people controlling different departments to make that simplicity come through. It's gonna be a love-hate thing. I love the original. You can't replace the original, so I have to open the door to see this in another light for a new generation to come, and hopefully it will expand other musical pieces. I don't really think we need to revive everything. This is a piece that was just very difficult to do, and I think that's why it took so long, because you have got to have your concept, your vision, your ideas, your choreography, your light, your setting. All those things have got to meld together. They have got to blend together. This is either a hit or a miss. It's like New York. You either love it or you hate it. There won't be a kind of a so-so. Let me know what you think about the trailer. Go check it out. I will link it down below. Leave your comments down below. I'm really looking forward to see what the outcome will be. When I saw it, I was like, oh no, West Side Story, it's here. I think it's gonna do what Chicago did. I think it's gonna come out and just be next level. It's all about quality and standard and level of professionality. We have got to see this at the next level. So leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Check out the clip. Let me know what you think. And I'll be back with